Sag is, wow, Pisces and Taurus are last. All right, Sag, I'm hoping for the best for you on this one. You might just have it. Let's see. 3 of Cups upright. Woo. Another party. All right. Look at this. Is like a party. That's an electric party. They're in their bathing suits. They're having a good time. It's time for you to, are you having a good time? Are you having the time of your life? It's the prime time of your life. Don't do it now. Are you having the prime time of your life? I mean, I honestly, this sun in the 11th house it's a good time for you to electrify your life and connect. But with the sun squaring Jupiter, your ruling planet this week in the 2nd house, it's like, are you holding off from believing that you can't have like this ultimate extreme party story? Like, are you just gonna take, I'm gonna be honest, Sag, are you just taking like the old man and the old ladies road, like, when there's a party, turn down that racket music? No, that's not who you are. 9 of Wands in reverse. Okay, I think that your challenge is you're trying to have a party when you don't even really are unsure how much you want to fight and how much you want to protect whatever you have. Maybe you're overprotecting. Maybe your issue is that it's time to tear down some walls and explore the world and explore the party a little bit more. That 9 of Wands, you know, it definitely is a card that projects protection. With it reversed, it's almost like maybe you don't even know if you want to show up and protect anything. It's time to go seek the party. And like, maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe you're just having trouble identifying if you should protect something or not, because maybe somebody's trying to control you to not allow yourself to go express yourself the way that you want to and the happiness and the emotion that you want to. When you pull the Hierophant as your overall, it's time for you to really see, like, would you marry this person? Would you go all the way now if they asked you? Or if you are married to this person, it's like, is it allowing you to still be your authentic, wild, and awesome Sag self? Or are they like having you kneel at them? I feel like somebody's having control over you from being in the party. And the challenge is you don't want to protect it, or you don't want to be the guard to it either. It's like, go guard yourself. Somebody's convincing you to guard yourself from what you really want to experience. And that's because you are peaceful among thorns. You are okay in a horrible place. It reminds me of being in jail. Eventually, after the first 3 days, it's a horrible place to be, jail, especially prison, military prison. It's not a fun place to be, especially with, I don't even have to go into it. Just, there's not a lot of creeps. And I was in there just because I had fucking partied. So this is actually kind of like a reading on how I went through life at one point in my life. And you eventually just start to find the peace within that place. But don't get comfortable there. I could tell you that every day I counted my days. And I was like, I am 16 days away. I am 14 days away. I'm 11 days away. I'm 10 days away. And I remember it was like halfway through, they were like, you know, you have, if you're on good conduct, you'll get 5 days off early. I'm like, what? It's really 25 days. So my 11 cut down to like 8. I was like, or what would that be? 6. I was like, oh, I remember that. That was a great feeling. I was peaceful among the crappy situation, but I also didn't accept that as my peaceful place. That's your shadow. I'm peaceful in a place that actually has a lot of thorns around me, a lot of insecure issues around me that I'm even unsure if they want me to defend, or they're just having me defend myself so I don't go do what I really want to go do. I mean, Mercury is in your 12th house. You're lost. Supposing you're lost in your 6th house. It's reality check time about whether or not that world is truly stimulating. You did get the 2 of Swords in reverse. You're not blindfolded and dumb. Like, you know, like you're not being forced. Like you feel it, like, oh, I'm unsure if I should really go to what I want. That's your issue, is like, you are sure, but you're now doubting your surety. There is no blindfold on you because it's reversed. You're not spiraling out of control out of the end of some helicopter in Mission Impossible. But that's what you believe, and that's what you believe about the ultimate life that you want. Like, oh no, I'm gonna have to spiral out like some fucking crazy Mission Impossible. You are in Mission Impossible because you're not spiraling out like Mission Impossible. And that you got this. Or you're just a single Sag sitting around. And you gotta remember, I say this for all people, whether you're in a relationship or not. Right? Like it could just be you that's just afraid to make a choice about the better life you want, or even go to a party, or go explore what you want, or you're peaceful among a place you don't want to be and you don't know what to defend, or you put walls up when you don't need to, or you're putting walls up for things that are evil. I don't know what there is, but there's something about this Hierophant card and the way that this one is set up that there is a dark kind of force that is putting you into submission. And it's not hot, sexy, like playing Dom, because you're not getting anything in return. You pulled the Death card reversed with this. You feel like you're doing an injustice to a force that actually, I think that you need to recheck and see if that force is coming from a good place, from either the partnership or whatever the situation is. You're afraid to just change the story of, especially change the story of one that you've created the tradition that it's okay to be peaceful in an uncomfortable place that nobody would want to be in, that those walls need to come down, but it's like, that's your challenge. You don't know how to do it. You feel like you have to spiral out of control in order to get to the place that you want to be, because there is some sort of force telling you that you can't be fully what you want to be, or you feel like if you did do what you really want to do, that you would spiral out of control and that you would go into a place because you're unsure if you should do it and all that stuff. The unsurety is the fear because of not what you really want. It's the fear of the death of something that feels like it has some sort of power over you and it's almost creating some sort of divine power that you're afraid to put an end to. And the octopus ain't gonna, if anything, the octopus is holding you there, right? It's sucking you into that. But with the reverse, it's like, let those tentacles unsuck you out of that and see what really happens. It's not as scary as you think. It's scary already being in. Look at this. This is all about money. Second house owning. You know, again, it's all about self-worth, or you feel like this energy, or wherever you're at right now, it's about your own value or the value of it, and owning it or just having it is benefiting you in some sort of way, or it's a transactional relationship. I've been saying that so much with the astrology, with Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in your fucking direct in your second house. If there was any time that Sagittarius were being owned, it'd be now. You guys are like owned pets. And that's not who you are. Look at Britney Spears. Do I have to like really drop the hardcore bomb? Look at Britney Spears. She is owned by her father and controlled with her money that she made, that she took the risk with. She's even having to be approved of who she fucking dates with her boyfriend. He's like an approved boyfriend because he goes along with the story. Well, I know fact of girls who show me text messages of him hitting her up or them up while he's with Britney. And I've said that one a million times, so that's how you know he's in on it too. And he's probably getting paid by the pops. Is that what you're in? There's money involved. I don't care. I'll call every fucking Sag out for the end of time. You guys got Saturn and Jupiter and Pluto in the second house. I don't care. Sag risings. Or you're obsessed with money and not relationship. Or you have really fucked up values about love and holding you back. You got Leo, Venus in the third house. This is time for a party. Gee, mini Christmas. That is the Three of Cups in many ways. But it's the ultimate party of love and happiness, and also the environment that's going to be loving. It's like, get around a loving environment instead of a false loving environment that's like trying to own you. Because when you feel owned, Sagittarius don't feel free. And this is Sagittarius' break out of prison love story moment for the ultimate true love of happiness and an environment that's inviting them of their own sovereign love and self, that's what is respected and wanted, opposed to other parts of who you are. Or you're allowing it because you want to be owned, because you're getting something in return that's not love, but just of monetary value, of security or safety, which Mars retrograde in your fifth, square that. Not going to get love by being owned, or if it's transactional.
And don't be a pacifist in your own life, you know? You need to be the driver of that. Davey over there says that there's a party on hand, you know? Is there someone that's limiting you from fully expressing yourself?
100.
Don't be the pacifist in your own life. You know, you hold the power. You hold the truth. You know, you hold the key to your own existence. And don't let anybody dilute that. Now, whether that is monetary value, love value, whatever that is, you hold your own value, but don't sell yourself short. You have that power within you to make those decisions for what it is that you want. You have the power to say, this is my value. This is what I'm going to take. Nothing less. But what is that? We all draw our own line in the sand, but you just need to figure out where that is and mark that out.
Look at Brad Pitt's love story right now. Do we know who he's with? Is he really with Jen back again? No. Is he? Well, he is going back to Angelina for the kids. Is he a puppet for both? And being controlled by both? Like Jen's almost like Aquarian, like, okay, I've got control. Like, you know what? You had a good week. You did everything that I told you to do, so you can come and hang out with me tonight, Brad. And then it's Angelina, like, if you don't fucking do this shit, I'm going to make your life a living hell because of you doing that and expressing yourself this way and that way and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And we all know it's not like fucking she's perfect.